was at the clinic, the doctor's office, and we were waiting to do a checkup and immunization for it was Kanya, actually. My first child. Like, you see, I'm a child myself. I'm like 22. And I'm breastfeeding. Like, I think it was a guy. I don't know what he was, like a security guard.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, sorry, please cover. And I was like, what?
Why? Yeah.
So I think, like, it was such an unexpected thing because firstly, I'm in a healthcare facility. What do you mean? But it just spoke to the amount of shame there is for me. And I realized in that space, like, it doesn't matter where, the context of where you're mothering, you'll probably encounter someone who is going to shame you about something that you didn't even expect. You don't see it coming. It's just like, oh.
Yeah. It's almost like we can't sort of step out of line at any moment.
Yeah.
Our children need to be behaved well. We need to, see, and we still need to look good at the same time.
You need to snap back, girl. What do you mean?
It's all of that. So then you have some stranger. Like, for me, it's as simple as, like, first of all, breastfeeding in public is not illegal, friend. So, and also, sir, if it bothers you so much, don't look. Look away. Because the problem is with you.
Yeah.
You're looking.
And that's how I feel about people who shame you when your kids don't act a specific way. Like, look away. Look away. Like, and then what?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. Did it make you feel better about yourself and in your day to say that about me? Something you don't even know. That for me always, like, I don't know. It always, like, I can't get my head around it. Because, like, if it bothers you so much, but I'm not doing anything, like, speak up when somebody is doing something illegal and harming. Yes, you're harming somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not even harming anyone, but you need to put your 2 cents in.
Yeah. And just saying it, I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent because I saw a very interesting thread on Twitter this other time where a woman was absolutely livid. Like, she was so mad because kids were crying.
On the plane?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't see the woman. It was a man.
Oh, so like, there's been a woman after that man. That man came first, and then it was the woman. And should we keep our kids in cages?
What a lot of these people forget is, like, you were once a baby.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Yeah.
You were a kid once.
In public. You were childing publicly.
So women, mothers, parents are not supposed to travel.
Yeah.
Like,
because it's a baby. Like, it's your children. And they exist.
Yeah.
And
the world.
Exactly. Unfortunately, you do live in a society with children, And that's what I always don't understand about the shaming around motherhood and children is because no one is isolated.
Yeah.
And so for me, it never makes sense for anyone to live as if they live in a bubble. We all exist here together, and it does so much harm to consistently show up as if this world is our bubble.
But I think a lot of people do walk around like that. And especially men. I'm going to be honest here, because it's a man's world or whatever. It really is a man's world. So I think a lot of men walk around like as if, like, just like the security guy or whoever.
Yes.
He's like, you're doing something that this is for me. I'm uncomfortable. You are today. Exactly.
You need to do it differently.
Yeah, to make me feel better.
Yeah.
I think that's, like, rife in society. Do you know what I also think it is? At least I feel that way. And I think maybe for me it's a little bit different because I talk about motherhood all the time. And when I say motherhood, I'm not talking about the stereotypical thing. It's this. It's okay, yes, we have kids, but what about you? What about us?
Yes.
So that for me is, like, what excites me the most about, like, what I'm doing with content creation and my mission and, there's a podcast and all of that stuff. It's like these conversations, not like hey, we're doing a mommy event or we're doing a mommy podcast and we're talking about nappy. So it's like, okay, yes, it's relevant.
Yeah.
But what about me? There's so many aspects of motherhood other than the actual children,
Yeah.
that we don't really get to talk about often. And so I don't know, I'm just
And also that there's no blueprint for navigating those aspects after becoming a mom.
yeah.
Like, people can tell you exactly how to change a nappy,
Yeah.
how to fix this problem.
Yes.
Okay, but no one can properly blueprint how to fix this problem.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
censoring yourself just time.
Losing yourself. Maybe your marriage, your relationship is going through something for sure.
And what it will not always.
Yeah.
Well, not always.
But the thing is, nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people talk about it. I mean, me and Kev were together for 12 years. Before we had Kai.
Oh, wow.
We were together for 12 years. We knew each other,
Yeah.
But then we had Kai, and that first year of parenthood was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
We couldn't stand each other. We couldn't. Like, we were mean to each other.
Because we were going through this tremendous change.
Yeah. He's figuring himself out as a dad. I'm figuring myself out as a mom. I'm blaming him because I'm just like, why are you not helping me figure this out? And he's like, why don't you know what to do because you're the mom? So, we're able to talk about it and laugh about it now, but that first year was hectic.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, where is the information? When I'm reading all of these magazines, because magazines were still big at that point. But I'm reading the magazines and I'm reading whatever. I'm just like, it's just us then. But that's weird because I knew and I still know that we have a very strong relationship, But now I'm thinking, what happened to everybody else?
Yeah.
Is this
normal? Are we the only people?
Yeah. But then it's like, who do you talk to about it?
Yeah.
Who do you go to? You can go to your friends if you have friends, like that. But you also need to, I think, be the kind of person, which I am, that now I can say, hi, I'm Aisha.
Let's talk about it on last.
Let's hear about it.
Yeah. I think that's why I initially formed an online community. Because honestly, most of the time I needed to talk about those.
Yeah.
And I was trying to find people to talk about them with. Like, can we talk about these things? One of the biggest drivers was feeling like I was feeling like I couldn't be hot and be a mother.
Okay.
Yeah, not in the sense of like Snapback, like on that level.
But just sexy, confident.
Yeah. Like, I just wanted to express myself. Like, yeah, I'm a mom, but like, I'm not here to lay over and die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about the different aspects of motherhood. Yeah. But also, let's just be hot beings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I also wanted to just, express my creativity and just,
Do you know that it's different? I find it so funny how... Are we recording? Then just clap you in.
No.
Okay. Well, takes you. When you're talking now, it's like, there was something, I can't remember who it was, somebody said something, where they're just like, the whole idea of before you become a mom, as a woman, you're supposed to be sexy, and you're supposed to be this, and you're supposed to be that. And then the very thing that gets you pregnant,
oh yeah,
all of a sudden, you're not supposed to want that, you're not supposed to expect that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be like, like,
I wrote about that actually. I did. Yeah. Like, sometime, I think it was in that, like, in 2020-ish, I think.
Yeah.
Where, like, I was like, because, sometimes when you're a mom blogger, right? And I'd have people being like, not people, men, person who, like, what are you even doing here?
Yeah.
Like, it's the choice to, like, what do you want?
This is for you.
Not for you. And I got a message once, and they're like, oh, you're someone's mom. Like, why are you, like... And I was like...
Why are you what? What did you say?
No, I was looking fine. Being so sexy on that day, and I posted a picture randomly, and they DM'd me. Also, always a troll. But just from the tone, that was a man. And they're like, oh, you're someone's mom. Like, why you dress provocatively, type of thing. And I'm like, firstly, I don't think I dress provocatively. I might post a nude though, and then I wrote about that of why is there this expectation that when a woman now becomes a mom, you have to be packaged like a mom.
Yes.
Like that has nothing to do with my ability to parent. It's packaging. Ooh,
I love that. It has nothing to do with my ability to be.
No.
How I dress, how I carry myself, how I do my hair, whatever it is, it has nothing to do with that. That's
at all.
Oh, that's key.
At all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
You wear a bikini online as a mom. And there's someone there who's...
It's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem. But in society, our bodies as women, it's almost like they're not ours.
Yeah.
They are the world's to look at, to gape at, to appreciate, but then when they don't want to see you, cover up.
Yes.
There's certain timelines where it's just seems okay for
terms and conditions.
Yeah.
From the age of this to this, you're okay. Be hard, be sexy, just reveal yourself.
Yeah. But once this happens, or you reach this age, we don't want it.
Yes.
I remember there was this, this is for me now. I have never worn a crop top. I grew up not wearing crop tops. I grew up just very, quite modestly, I would say. With my parents, African parents, Muslim parents, very, not stereotypical Muslim. We didn't have to cover our hair or anything like that. And that's why I am the way I am now. I'm not it is covered up. So I could show a little bit of my leg, but my mom still to this day wouldn't want me to wear what I wear. You know what I mean?
Your crop tops.
But crop top bikinis, what?
Yeah.
You're showing your stomach to who? Why? And your back, And then I had Kai. And I was just I'm going to be hiding my stomach until when? Until when? I was 30 years old when I had my child, when I became a mom. And that's when I was just and then when I went through the whole thing, postpartum depression, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then when I slimmed down after breastfeeding, I was oh, look, quite like this.
Yeah.
And so I just figured to myself, I'm not going to do it now. I'm never going to do it.
Wait, exactly. Because there's, if you miss that right time, that right window.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When?
But where? If not now,
Yeah.
So for me, I'm you know what? And I'm not going to lie. I think living here in South Africa has also really encouraged me to just take ownership of my body.
Yeah.
It might not be the flattest whatever or the skinniest this or the whatever.
I don't care about those things anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's our bodies are different.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And also if you're trying, I think the more you work at molding yourself to fit into that, it's stressful.
It is.
And it's also, it's funny. Ironically, you can find yourself being very unhealthy. I know that it's something that I've been wanting to speak about actually recently. At my healthiest, which actually is often mine. The times where I was eating like a normal person and taking care of myself in a good, healthy pace.
Yes.
Those were my biggest times. Because size-wise. Yes, size-wise. Because genetically, you look at my grand, you look at my aunts. There's a certain comfort spot that seems to be very genetic. And it's a bit more on the curvy, softer side, But there's a time where I was at my slimmest. And there's afterwards when I was gaining weight, because lockdown, I started eating, and I was breastfeeding. Yeah, I was just eating, not excessively, but I was actually getting 3 meals. Whereas my whole life, I've never, because there's always been this, after high school, in high school, there was this pressure to like look a specific way.
Yeah.
And gotta lose weight. Like, I mean, at my school, it was at an extent where if you went size 28, you were fat, dog. Like, you were fat.
Yeah, 28.
So, exactly. Like, there were people who were tiny, like, trying to lose weight at school. So, it was a girls' school, boarding school.
Yeah.
It was
just real.
Yeah. Like, in the dining room, like, if you eat it too much, it's like, yeah. So in that type of environment, like, I fell for that, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I took that pressure upon myself.
Yeah.
From the time I started boarding school to the end of boarding school, I lost a lot of weight. Mm-hmm. Now, finally getting out of that, when I had Monkey, I didn't feel so pressured. And it was off down. It felt like almost there's no an external thing constantly reminded me that I have to look that specific way. I find it so ironic that, like, at my healthiest eating habits, working out moderately, I was heavy. But at the time where I was small and people regarded me as healthy, I was not. I was far from it. Like, there's a time where I would almost faint because I just wasn't eating. It was such a subconscious thing that I didn't even realize that I was doing that to myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I find that interesting when we speak about bodies and motherhood, is because there's so much to consider before, like, trying to strive for a specific look. Like,